The Donkey's Tale.
Read and presented by George Pitropagianakis.
Once there lived a king and a queen who ruled over a beautiful, peaceful land. They would have been perfectly happy except for one thing.
If only we had a child. It would be so nice to have a pretty little girl with curly hair.
Or a handsome lad who looks like me.
But after all these years, our nursery is still empty.
Yes, it is. I think we have waited long enough to have a baby. Now we must go to see the wizard who lives in the deep forest.
The wizard who lives in the deep forest. But what can he do to help?
He has magic spells for everything. He must have a magic spell that will help us have a child.
So the king and queen rode through the deep forest to the wizard's cave.
Is there a magic spell that will help us have a child?
Yes, I think I have one somewhere about, if I can only find it.
The wizard searched for the spell.
Let's see. Here. No, that's to get rid of freckles.
Finally! Here it is. This is the spell that will help you. The king was rich, but he was very stingy too.
Will it cost us a lot?
Well, 2 times 2 is 9, and carry the 13, and then add a pint. Oh, and I mustn't forget the tax. It will come to 33 bags of gold coins, with the tax, of course.
33 bags. Will it really work?
All my spells are guaranteed. A baby will be born to you before the violets bloom again.
How wonderful! We will send you the gold at once.
But as they rode home,
That's a lot of gold. I wonder.
back in the castle, the king started to fill the bags with gold.
Why should I put in all gold? These gilded lead pieces look just like gold. I will slip in a few of them. The wizard will never notice the difference.
So the king put a handful of lead coins in the bottom of each bag.
Look at all the gold I am saving.
But when the gold was delivered to the wizard, he sniffed each bag.
Lead. I can smell lead in everyone. They have cheated me. I shall punish them for this.
He cast a magic spell for a child to be born to the king and queen.
They shall have their child, but it will be shaped like a donkey. And it will look like a donkey all its life, unless someone can forget its shape and love it as a human being is loved.
The following spring, a child was born, but there was no joy in the castle.
Oh, how dreadful! His ears, and that fur.
And that tail with a tassel on the end.
It is all the wizard's fault. He must be punished.
No, he knew I tried to cheat him. This is how he has punished us.
But what shall we do with this donkey?
Whatever his shape, he is still our child. It is our duty to bring him up as a prince.
And so the little donkey was treated just like a child. He grew up to be charming.
What good manners he has for a donkey.
And very intelligent.
For a donkey, he is really quite smart.
But he was not happy.
I am so lonely. No one really loves me because I am a donkey.
As the donkey prince grew older, he found that music comforted his sad heart. He learned to play the piccolo. And the French horn. Then one day a lute player came to the castle.
Oh, the lute makes the most beautiful music I have ever heard. I must learn to play it. I must.
The donkey begged the lute player to give him lessons.
But how can I teach you to play the lute? Your hoofs will tangle in the strings.
Oh, please try.
The lute player agreed. At first, the donkey could not handle the strings at all. But soon he was so good that
There is nothing more I can teach you. You play better than I do.
But when the donkey played a sweet, loving song for his mother and father,
Yes, that is a clever trick you have learned.
But do go away. We are busy now.
and so the donkey prince was still lonely and sad.
I have learned all the things a human prince is taught, and I feel like a prince inside. But even when I act just like a human prince, my parents see only these awful ears and this terrible tail with a tassel on the end. No one here cares about me. They only think how dreadful it is for a prince to be a donkey. I am tired of being the prince who is a donkey. I will leave my home and go where no one knows me. I do not want these foolish prince's clothes either. I will take only my lute.
So, with only his lute for a companion, the Donkey Prince traveled across the countryside. He learned new songs from the wind in the mountains. And he taught them to the young birds who lived in the valleys. But after many weeks of wandering,
I am lonely for the sight and the sound of human beings. Perhaps I can visit that castle for a few minutes.
the castle was the home of a great king. When the donkey knocked at the gate,
Good day to you. I should like to visit for a little while.
What a joke this is! You wish to call on the king.
the donkey prince, without saying anything more, began to play a lonesome, disappointed song on his lute.
My goodness, how well you play! I'd better tell the king about this.
The king had just sat down to lunch.
Excuse me, sire, but there is a donkey at the castle gate who is playing the lute like an angel.
What?
Playing the what?
Well, bring him in so that he can play for us.
The donkey prince was brought into the dining hall. He played a song about smooth roads winding over green hills, and everyone stopped eating until the song was ended.
How beautifully you play. I have never heard anything finer.
Won't you stay here with us for a while? My daughter loves music, and it would give her pleasure to hear more of yours.
Why, thank you. If you wish it, I will stay.
Splendid! Now you must be hungry. Won't you sit? That is, do you sit?
Yes, sire, I do, and next to the princess, if I may. And so the donkey prince stayed on at the castle. Everyone liked him at once. He played with the baby brothers of the princess. He is so kind and so patient with them. He helped the king with his accounts.
If you just move this number over, it will all come out right.
How smart you are to be able to straighten that out for me.
He was in great demand for parties and balls.
Isn't he charming and gay? And he has the manners of a prince.
But, busy as he was, the donkey prince spent every morning in the garden playing songs for the princess.
Now another one.
Still another? Very well. This will be about a rose that was kissed by a princess and turned to pure gold for joy.
When the song was finished,
Oh, that was lovely. Dear friend, you must never, never leave us. Now play a funny song for me.
the Donkey Prince played a silly little song about a toad who thought he could sing like a lark.
And now a sad one. Please, or I shall never stop laughing.
I cannot, my princess. I have forgotten all the sad songs I know.
Indeed, the Donkey Prince was happier than he had ever been in his life. And so the days passed pleasantly. Then one morning,
The king seems worried. Is anything wrong?
Oh no, it is just that 3 princes have asked to marry the princess.
the king is having trouble deciding which one the princess should accept. Marry? Marry the princess? All that night, the Donkey Prince did not sleep.
I knew that she was beautiful and gentle and good. I knew that I was never happier than when she smiled at me. But I did not realize until today that I love her. Of course, she will marry. She will marry a handsome prince who is straight and tall, as a prince should be. But I cannot stay to see it happen. I must leave at once. They will ask me to play at the wedding, and then my heart will surely break in two.
The next morning, the Donkey Prince told the king that he was going away.
But, my dear fellow, I cannot hear of your leaving.
I am sorry, sire, but I feel it is time.
There must be some way I can tempt you to stay. What if I offer you a chest of jewels?
Thank you, sire, but I would have no use for them, and I truly must leave.
How about a castle of your own?
You are most kind. Everyone here has been kind to me, but I must go.
The princess will be terribly upset. She is so very fond of you.
I am fond of her too, but I cannot stay any longer.
Then the Donkey Prince went into the garden to see the princess for the last time.
Good morning. Do you have a new song for me today?
Yes, a new song.
But before he had finished playing it,
No, stop. I do not like it. It is the saddest song I have ever heard.
It is a farewell song, dear princess. I am going away.
Away. You cannot go away.
I know you love my music and will miss it, but you will be able to remember it after I am gone.
But it is not the songs I will miss. It is you.
You will miss me, but I have long ears and a tail and such an ugly face.
You are not ugly. You are as beautiful as the music you play.
But I look like a donkey.
I don't care what you look like. You are beautiful inside, and I love you. I want you to stay with me always.
As the princess spoke, the donkey prince felt a tickle on his chest.
Oh,
What is the matter?
why? There is a button here. I never saw it before.
So there is. Does it unbutton?
I will try it.
The button unbuttoned at a touch, and the donkey's skin slipped to the ground.
I cannot believe it. I look like myself at last.
You are very handsome indeed. But this is just the way I always thought of you anyway.
Now I can ask you, will you marry me?
Dear Prince, of course I will.
The donkey prince and the princess hastened to the king.
Father, tell the other princes that I will have none of them. Here is the man I will marry.
What? A total stranger.
I'm not a stranger, sire. I have been living in your castle these many weeks.
The donkey prince and the princess told the king what had happened.
What splendid news! I always did feel that you were a prince at heart.
And so the donkey prince and the princess were married. As the years passed, they had 6 beautiful children, and not a single. One of them was born with soft fur, on long ears, on a tail with a tassel on the end. The end. The donkey's tale.
Read and presented by George Pitropagianakis.